My name is Doug Parker, host of the Cruise Radio podcast, and this is 16 Changes to Carnival Panorama. Before we get to the changes, if you like this video and you'd like to see more, subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. So Carnival Panorama is the very last Vista-class ship for Carnival Cruise Line. After making her Long Beach debut in late 2019, the ship is now sailing 7-night Mexican Riviera cruises. It could be said that Carnival Panorama is not only the last in the class, but also best in the class, as a lot of new enhancements are seen on Carnival Panorama, taken from lessons learned from Carnival Vista in 2016 and Carnival Horizon in 2018. All right, let's jump to the changes. A little background here. What I did is I had my designer overlay the deck plans on top of each other so we could see exactly what changed from Carnival Horizon to Carnival Panorama. Also keep in mind that not every single deck saw changes. Maybe some slight ones like a different category of stateroom. Maybe it holds 3 instead of 2 now. But other than that, we're only highlighting the major changes. Deck 1 and Deck 2 saw no changes, so we'll jump right to Deck 3. Change number 1, the forward Horizon dining room removed that large captain's table in the front and replaced it with 8 smaller tables. This is the restaurant that is typically used for traditional dining. Number 2, the aft Vista dining room took out the bar and the high top table, and that was replaced with more smaller tables to accommodate more people in this aft dining room. This aft dining room is 2 decks and is normally dedicated to just anytime dining. Number 3 is new flooring, not only on deck number 3, but also deck 4, 5, and the other public spaces around the ship. Carnival has removed the tile, which tended to be really slippery, and went with a more of a linoleum wood flooring. It actually looks really good, and a lot of these spaces in the main atrium reflect and match that wood look. Number 4 is less seating on deck 4 around the atrium. They took out some of the seating to build more shops on deck number 4. However, you do still have a lot of seating down one deck on deck number 3. Number 5, the Club O2 teen area was relocated to deck 6 in order to make space for the Carnival Kitchen, which occupies this space now. Carnival Kitchen offers 4 fee cooking courses that start at $39 per guest and is already seeming to be really popular. Number 6, the Skybox Sports Bar was replaced with the Heroes Tribute Bar. Now, don't worry, this is still a sports bar, but it's just military themed now. While the new space on Carnival Panorama is Armed Forces themed and designed to honor members of the military, it does still serve as a sports bar. You'll find those large screen TVs here, the sports ticker, and the draft beers. Everything that Skybox Sports Bar did have, it's just rebranded now. For number 7, we'll go up to deck number 5. There's no longer an ice cream shop located within Cherry on Top. This space now has been dedicated to strictly merchandise. However, you can still walk in and out from the lanai on deck 5. Within Cherry on Top, there's just no ice cream shop in there now. Number 8, we touched on it earlier, because Carnival Kitchen took the place of Club O2 on deck 4. It had to go somewhere, so they moved it up here on deck number 6, right next to the Circle C. And for clarification, Club O2 is ages 15 to 17, and Circle C is ages 12 to 14. The next change, we touched on it earlier, they moved the warehouse arcade to midship on deck number 6. So you have to keep up here because the Club O2 was where the Carnival Kitchen is. That displaced Club O2, which moved it to deck 6, where the warehouse arcade was, which displaced the warehouse arcade, so they moved the arcade midship. I hope you got all that. Number 10, they added 9 additional staterooms on deck number 6. You have to remember that on Carnival Vista and Carnival Horizon, the IMAX Theater was in this space, and that took up deck 6, 7, 8, and 9. Well, now that there is no IMAX on Carnival Panorama, they had a little more space to throw in some more staterooms. So you'll find those new staterooms where the IMAX Theater was on deck 6. Number 11 is the addition of the Sky Zone Trampoline Park, which replaced the IMAX Theater. Sky Zone is a 4-fee attraction that charges $12 for an hour of open bounce time. And as we mentioned, because Sky Zone is only 2 decks, Carnival was able to add all of those new staterooms. And that brings us to change at number 12. 2 interior staterooms were added by the forward port and forward starboard side elevators. Those 2 room numbers are 8268 and 8267. Number 13 takes us to deck number 9. That is where they added 13 additional interior staterooms to that very top deck of the IMAX Theater, which was now available because the Sky Zone is only 2 decks on deck 7 and 8. It left a lot of space on deck 9. Carnival said, hey, let's put 13 additional staterooms there, and that they did. Number 14 takes us to the LIDO deck marketplace. On deck number 10, there are additional carpeted areas within the LIDO marketplace to make the area a little more slip resistant. If you remember, they had that white tile on previous ships and it got really slippery. People were busting their butts left and right. Also, they added double doors to the exit of the LIDO marketplace going to the pool. This helps keep the cool air-conditioned air inside the buffet area. Previously, they just had that one door to go in and out. There's two doors, so it kind of creates an airlock or a chamber between the hot and the cool. Change number 15 takes us up to deck number 11. 3 bathrooms were added up here. So over on the port side, there's a men's restroom. And then on the starboard side, a women's restroom and an accessible unisex restroom were added. All 3 of these restrooms can be accessed from the outside deck on deck 11 aft. And the final change, number 16, is going to be up on deck number 14. There was a policy change for SKYRIDE. When it debuted in 2016 on Carnival Vista, there was a weight limit of 300 pounds. Since then, they have reduced the weight limit. Carnival now says SKYRIDE has a minimum height requirement of 54 inches and a weight limit of 250 pounds. This change doesn't only impact Carnival Panorama, but also Carnival Horizon and Carnival Vista. And there you have it. Those are the 16 changes to Carnival Panorama. If I missed any, please let me know in the comments below. My name is Doug Parker. I'm the host of the Cruise Radio Podcast and the daily Cruise Radio News Briefs. You can find both of those where you listen to your favorite podcast. Just search Cruise Radio or Cruise Radio News. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. You are the reason why I do make these videos. What do you think about Carnival Panorama? Yes, she's based on the West Coast and probably might prevent a lot of East Coasters from flying out there to her, but let me know. I could be wrong. Also, we do have a deck-by-deck tour of Carnival Panorama and the 15 changes that Carnival Cruise Line saw in 2019. Those are both linked up in the show notes below. While you're watching this video, if you think I may have missed any changes, let me know below. And thank you so much for watching.